Welcome back to the Metronome Madness League. We have the Bee Gees going up against the crazy Crocodiles, continuing round number 9. You've got a Garchomp on the field for the Crocodiles, while the Bee Gees are going to start with their Tornadus. Tornadus starting the battle off for us here is going to go for Toxic Spikes. That's actually a good start. Toxic Spikes will affect any Pokemon switching out onto the field, so they'll get that poison off, which can be useful. There goes the guard swap, though. Swapping defenses between the two Pokemon. See if that helps or hurts the Crocodiles here in the future. There goes the Tornadus once again, this time with the Flame Wheel. Flame Wheel not very effective against the Dragon ground type, and actually does more damage to Tornadus because of the rough skin. Gotta avoid those physical hits that make contact with Garchomp there. Garchomp's move's gonna fail, unfortunately, and Tornadus gets another chance. This time it's gonna go for the Leech Life. It's another move that makes contact, but it gets health back, so we'll see what that does. Doesn't do a lot of damage, so it gains a little bit of health, but the rough skin does take it back down. Ultimately, I think it lost maybe 1 or 2 HP from that interaction. Not a good move to use. A court change, though, from the Garchomp. Oh, that is bad for the Bee Gees, as their own Toxic Spikes are now swapped and put on their side of the field. That's one way to turn the tables for the Crocodiles. There's the Prismatic Laser. Now there's a strong move finally being used by the Bee Gees. It's gonna land, doing quite a bit of damage to the Garchomp. Garchomp now in the yellow as it goes for a Mud Slap. Of course, doesn't affect the Tornadus. Cannot hit it with a ground type move. It has to recharge after Prismatic Laser, so it's gonna go for it. Garchomp with a Mist covering up the Crocodiles team, protecting them. This Tornadus gets to try and go and take out the Garchomp. It goes for a Retaliate. That's gonna activate the rough skin again. Retaliate doing a decent amount. Garchomp in the red now. There goes the rough skin damage. Now Garchomp gonna go again, this time with the Metal Claw. Metal Claw doing quite a bit of damage as Tornadus approaches the yellow. Does stay in the green though. Looking pretty good. BG's playing pretty well. If you enjoyed the battle so far, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like the video for more of the Metronome Madness League. And of course, I'm gonna give a special thanks to our patrons for supporting the channel. We definitely appreciate that. As Garchomp fails the Encore, Tornadus is going to go for an Arm Thrust. Arm Thrust going to hit multiple times, but Rough Skin will also take effect multiple times. That's the worst move you could use against Garchomp here. Tornadus is basically just doing damage to itself. Garchomp does go down, but Tornadus puts itself in the red. That was a horrible idea. Garchomp actually didn't do a lot of damage from attacks. The rough skin ability is what did all the damage. And while Tornadus did win that matchup, it is looking worse for wear as Zarude comes out for the Crocodiles. Tornadus going first here, goes for the final Gambit. Not going to do a lot. Not going to do a lot of damage as Tornadus didn't have a lot of health anyway. Pretty bad time to use that. Tornadus goes down. Definitely could have used a better move. There goes the Fire Spin, of course, not going to hit anything. And a Volcanion now going to be selected for the BGs. Volcanion hits the field. The Golden Volcanion, poisoned by its own partner's Toxic Spikes, because the Crocodiles swapped it onto their side of the field. Good move by that team, you have to admit. There goes the Future Sight from Zarude. Going to do damage in the future, of course. Let's see if that comes in handy for them. Now here comes the Volcanion with the Perish Song. Oh, the future, if they perish before the Future Sight, which no, I don't think so. Future Sight's gonna land before then, so kind of wastes that Future Sight there. But the Perish Song is gonna make both of these Pokemon faint within 3 turns. We'll see what they can do in the meantime. Zarude gonna go ahead with a Yawn. That was kind of a pointless move, I would say. And it doesn't work anyway. Sky Attack coming from the Volcanion. Sky Attack possibly going to do a whole lot of damage, but is it worth the 2 turns it takes, especially when you've got the pairs count falling? Each one's count goes down to 2. The root goes for the Moonlight, healing itself, but pointless, I guess. No healing moves. When you have that Paris count, you want to go for the attack. Your Pokemon's going to faint anyway, or find a way to swap out. There goes the Sky attack. Super effective. Zaru takes a big hit. There goes the Future Sight. That actually doing a lot of damage as well. Volcanion in the yellow. It doesn't matter. They both got 1 turn left. We'll see what they can do. Even if they knock each other out here, at the end of the day, they're both going to faint. So guard split from the Zarude. Volcanion going for the Bolt Beak. That's going to be resisted. Not very effective. Doing a bit of damage, and they both will faint right here. None of this damage matters as neither one was able to take out the other. And I guess maybe this was the BG's plan. It's an even battle, and they just wanted to make sure they got down to the last Pokemon. I don't know if it was the greatest strategy, but maybe that's what they were thinking right there. Dragonite, of course, going to come out for the BG's as Regidrago hits the field for the Crocodiles. And in Dragon versus Dragon. And there we go. Regidrago going to start the matchup here with a Twister. Ooh, a super effective and stab Dragon type move. Doing a whole lot of damage. Oh my. Dragonite almost in the yellow. There goes the Power Trick. No attack from the BG's. They're just going to swap their attack and defense. Is that worth it? I don't think so. Regidrago gets to go again. It goes for a Roar this time. Of course, that's going to fail. No other Pokemon to swap out to as Dragonite goes for the Shell Smash. Setting up here. I mean, it could work for them. They're both got a good amount of health, so you could set up. You're losing defenses. I don't know if sacrificing the defense was the best idea, but it did raise its attack stat. So it could potentially hit very hard. There it goes. Dragonite gets to go first now, and it goes for the Spirit Shackle. Not a bad move. Spirit Shackle actually doing a lot of damage. Regidrago taking about 1/3 of its health. Pretty good for the Dragonite. Electric Terrain. So that's going to be an effect for a few turns here during the battle. Here we go. Dragonite now. Dragonite goes for the Circle Throw. It's avoided by the Regidrago, so no hit. That actually could have done some damage. Unfortunately, didn't work. A Fusion Flare, though, from the Regidrago. Now, that's going to be resisted, but does a good amount of damage. Dragonite only with 41 HP. It was a critical hit. Crocodiles might actually win here. They are 1-7, so this win will give them their second win of the season. Here we go. The Aura Sphere coming from the Dragonite. This hit does land. Aura Sphere hitting hard. Regidrago in the red. It's a close match. There goes a Core Enforcer. Core Enforcer coming from the Regidrago. That's got to do it. That does a lot of damage. Dragonite goes down. It was a close match at the end of the day, but Dragonite can't withstand the Core Enforcer, and the win goes to the Crocodiles. They are still at the bottom of their division as they are 2-7 now. But they're not that far away from the 5th spot. The 5th spot here, Master Mewtwo's are 3-6. So with their cards played right, the Crocodiles could move up in this division if they continue to come away with wins. I hope you enjoyed that battle. If you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Metronome Madness League. And of course, I will catch you in the next one.